definitely the pump. Well, if you can't tell how I'm dressed, we're going racing. So, I've been getting the truck ready. We've got a 28-10-5 Mickey Thompson ET drags. Finally got a smaller front tire for the front. Woo, I about lost you. I do have this velocity stack that I really want to put in here somewhere, but I thought about drilling. I drive too much at night to drill through the headlights, so I thought about the turn signal, thought about the bumper. The bumper would kind of be a pain because where it's steel versus, you know, drilling through the grill would be plastic, so that'd be a whole lot easier. But I just come out here, put all this on so I could test fit the truck. So let's test fit it real quick. Oh. It's not bad. I had to move my seat over. Camera's flipped. Still had to move it over this way because the center of the steering wheel was hitting like, let's see, it's hitting like right here. So I had to move it over. Got all my shifter and stuff dialed in. I really want to hook up my handbrake. I guess I'm just gonna have to take it out and take it to a parts store and try to figure out what fittings it is, because one of them is a inverted flare and the other one is like a regular flare, so I don't really know what size it is. Some kind of Chinese thread size. But yeah, this weekend we've got No Joke No Prep on Saturday at English Mountain Raceway. Friday night I'm going to Cherokee Raceway to do just a little bit of testing to see what it does off the trans brake. I've only let off the brake once on my slicks, and it did okay. Didn't do a burnout, didn't do anything. I just put it in second gear, hit the button, let off, and it seemed all right. It still hazed the tires a little bit towards the top of second, and then in the third it just took off. But I'll video a little bit, you know, here and there as far as getting ready. But I am going to video everything at the track. I don't know if it'll be interesting for you guys or not, but it'll be interesting for me. And if you get to see an axle fly out of my rear end, probably be interesting for you guys too. So let's get on with the action. So like you seen just a few seconds ago while I had the helmet on, I've got a GoPro on the helmet. I've got a GoPro on the side of the bed. I've got a mount in the back glass, and then I'll have another phone on a little tripod, you know, watching my suspension, you know, kind of have it like way down here on the ground, whatever, when I'm at the track. I've got a little tripod for it. But I think I've got everything else kind of dialed in. I wound up having to take the headliner back down because I guess the weight of the glue and everything else pulled the original headliner down from the pad, so I had to take it back out and re-glue all that. But it's back in. Carpet's doing good. I found some clear mats at O'Reilly's to try to keep it from getting dirty, and that's worked out really well. I've got airflow coming from somewhere towards the firewall when I'm driving. I can't feel it when I'm not running or when I'm not driving, but get up to about 55, 60, it kind of blows the mat up. So I got to find that. Velocity stack. I've got this here velocity stack. I really want to run it, but I don't know where I want to do it. I thought about the headlight, but I drive it at night too much to run the headlight because I work third shift. So I think right here into the turn signal is where I think I'm going to go. I'll just get a 4-inch hole saw. I might get a 4.5. That way there's enough room. And then just drill right through it. And I lock my valance off backing up into here because it's really low. But yeah, get a 4-inch hole saw. Drill that into the turn signal, and then take the turn signal out and kind of like seal it up, plastic weld it, whatever I got to do to seal it up, RTV, whatever I got to use. But I think that'll look real good right there. And then I'm thinking about, instead of making a aluminum intake pipe, just getting some of that 4-inch PVC. It's got wire spun in it, but it's PVC. We use it a lot for vacuum hoses and stuff at the plant I work at. But I found some on Amazon for like 20 bucks. And I can just run that flex hose straight up, right up here across the fender, over, and then right into the supercharger. So I think that'll work really good. I think I'm pretty well dialed in, ready for this weekend. I've got the Mickey Thompsons on. I've got my smaller front tires on now. Truck's looking good. Still, the wrap's still doing great. The only thing I'll have to do is load up on ice. And I'll tell you what, some people doubted it, but even though this trans cooler isn't in the front and doesn't get, direct airflow, I drove this thing for over an hour the other day, just back and forth, town driving, stop and go on the, it's not the interstate, but it's the highway where the speed limit's 55, so I was going 55, and the trans temps never got above 150 degrees. That is also something I added. Added a trans temp gauge, just because I was gonna put it in the Holly, but Low Dollar didn't have any sensors in. That was out of stock whenever I needed it, and I wanted to have it before this weekend for the track. But we'll leave it off there for now. I'll keep adding videos as I take them. Well, I was literally just fixing to leave. I went and got the trailer. I was driving the truck to the strip tonight, but it just started raining. So I'm going to keep an eye on the Facebook page for the drag strip, see if they decide they're going to close or not, see if they want to try to wait, see if it dries up. I don't know what's going to happen. So we might not get no testing tonight. I might be going straight into eliminations tomorrow with no testing. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I did get the truck. Truck's all ready to go. The only thing I didn't get was ice. I got to stop and get ice. Got it all cleaned up, got the slicks on. Did welded the axle tubes on the rear end. Put a few little tack welds on the shackle hangers and the front hangers on the leaf springs. But we're going to see what this weather's going to do. We'll find out. Well, I guess we're going to head to English Mountain Raceway and try to make a couple test hits. Trying to get my tire pressure okay to run on the street, get it about 18. I'm going to make the trip on the slicks right after it got done raining. So, yeah, we'll find out if I die or not. Or I guess nobody will, because I won't post a video. But I'll start videoing when I get to the track. So I didn't get to do much videos at the track. It was in a rush to find out, that English Mountain stayed open. So I threw everything together, threw it in the truck, and it just took off. I left the slicks on. I just wanted to be able to make some test hits for Saturday. So I'm coming up to the staging lanes. Pretty sure this is my first pass. I didn't want to go full rip, right off the bat. So it was just a like 3/4 throttle, 60 to 80% through the whole run. They wound up running a 774 for the first pass. Got my burnout done. Backing up the stage. The first pass was done with prep, the whiskey resin prep. And then the second two was just a water burnout. Didn't want to waste any more prep, and I forgot my prep that night. But yeah, this is the whiskey resin prep 774 pass. I will say that my twin turbo 04 Silverado I had, the fastest pass I had in it was a 734, and so far this truck's been 714. took out the half track and the full track cones. But here's the second pass. This is the 734 pass, 735 pass. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a voiceover over what was going on since I didn't really take any video at the track. But the last pass of the Friday night I did was a 714, and right here it is. Well, we're back, and as you can see, it's dark. I'll probably put the track videos before this, but there's a reason we didn't get. We got a message. I'm running out of fuel pump. So I've got an 8 Holley 12-1800, the 1800 dual pump setup. Well, only one pump works. Apparently one pump won't hold it. Pressure goes from 47 down to like 19, and then comes right back up, you know, whenever I get out of it. So unless I can find a pump set up to use by tomorrow, I won't be racing tomorrow's race at English Mountain, but I got some good testing in. It's already 0.2 faster, over 0.2 faster than what my twin turbo 04 was. So we're gonna dive into this pump and see if we can figure out anything. Well, there she is. What? Real shiny house there. Oh, that cut down the glare. So the Holley 1800 dual pump. I've already drained the tanks, but it's gonna have a little bit extra. Oh, that exhaust pipe's still hot. So I knew going into it that only one pump was working, but I've heard it's a 340 Walbro, so I didn't think it would run out that quick. But after about, well, the top end is right at 12 pounds, full throttle, full load, so I can kind of see it. But we're gonna get this thing out, see if we can take it apart and see exactly what's behind this Holley pump. Because, I'll tell you, I did contact Holley. I got a hold of somebody at Holley, and they sent me a price on one. So this entire pump is like $650, something like that. Just take a wild guess what they want for one singular pump. Over $400. Yeah, so that's not gonna freaking happen. I mean, I guess people who buy Holley, they think they're made of fucking money. But we're not around here. I'm broke. And once I seen this pressure drop at the track, I definitely wasn't going to keep going because I don't want to put another engine in. Just me being me. I'm tired of putting engines in. Oh, E85. I need a smaller adjustable wrench. Don't mind the mess, I've been cleaning up. Smaller wrench. Hello, Fluff. That is Fluff. All right, let's take this thing apart. I don't understand why this one's so much tighter, but probably got it in a bind with them zip ties and everything else. I'm slinging the 85 all over myself. Oh, here comes the rest of it. How many more threads does it have? That's it, right there. Oh, why ain't it coming off? I'm gonna put you down a second. All right, now we got her unhooked. We're gonna take her out. Now we're gonna throw this on the welding table and see if we can take it apart. All right, we got her on the table here, so we're gonna take her apart. I'm gonna drop the truck down and get the tripod so we can all do this together. All right, judge me if you want for using gloves, but I don't want to smell like 85 when I go to bed. There's a lot of so according to the forums and a bunch of people on the Facebook groups, apparently there's just a couple of Walbro pumps in here. So one, we're going to test that theory. Two, we're going to find out exactly what's in it, if it's repairable. They said it's serviceable because, you know, Holly will, ooh, she rough, boy, she rough. Now I'm talking rough. Oh no. I guess I should have figured out which color wire wasn't working before I cut them, but I didn't. So we're just gonna play the game of guessing. And that is exactly why I wore my gloves, because I knew I was gonna spill the 85 on me. Now it's gonna eat through the glove. Don't lose the bolts or the washers. Nope, nope. Don't fall through the hole. So it literally is just two submersible pumps. Boy, do they look like crap. It really is just two in-tank pumps. So I wonder if we can make something fit. What's bad is I just sold both of my 450 pumps. Oh, I know that's not a 450 pump because the 450s have the bigger bottoms on them. But apparently these are 340 pumps. Well, I mean, that's good to know. Well, the only thing is, I guess there's O-rings on these bottom pieces. So I guess it kind of would be certain made pumps, but I don't see why it would hurt because it's got an O-ring that seals it here. I don't know why I'd have to have an O-ring seal it there. It ain't gonna hurt if the fluid goes in between them, because I think we can make something work. I don't know if there's anybody local that has these pumps, but I think we can make something work. If I can't make this work. These wires don't look too good coming in right there. I don't know if that's a possibility, if they're messed up, or I don't know if I can pull that out or not. Oh, I can. It's a C-clip. That should be the only thing holding that. I'd say it needs some. I ain't got no WD-40 or nothing. I say she's corroded in there. Got it. Just a little persuasion. Now, how in the fuck? Click her in. terminal is on to the ground. And we're gonna touch this. Dead. Deader than a hammer. So let's take this one out. Plug this one in and see if it's the pump or the wiring. Definitely the pump. Alright, well, I guess that solves that equation. So again, I didn't get much video Saturday at the track just because it was real busy. It was real hot, trying to get everything done, trying to get everything ready. I wound up going up against this 72 Chevelle big block nitrous, and it didn't go well. He just run off and left out of my life. As you can see, the truck's up on the lift and halfway took apart. This video has been all over the place through multiple days. It's just been everywhere. So I'm just gonna put it together the best I can and just go ahead and get it out. There's a few more things that we're gonna do. We're changing the drop spindles and drop shackles for stock spindles and shackles. And we're gonna see what that does. You know, a back-to-back test. I'm gonna leave the same tune-up in it as I did Friday night, and see what that changes at the track. And besides that, I'll end this video off here. Have a good one.